They're taking the easy targets, and ICE is there waiting for them when they arrive at work.
I don't think people thought about it. I don't think they believed that people's rights would be trampled on.
These are our friends, these are our neighbors, these are people that we value.
He was a great friend. He stood up for a lot of kids.
Shame on me, but I didn't think of how it actually would play out with people that I know.
Yeah, they care about family. Gun control is a big issue here, and that's Democrat and Republican, Libertarian, everybody. And people here also don't want regulation. There are some Republicans here who are delighted with what's going on with the enforcement of immigration. But there are also a number of Republicans who are feeling very distressed and saying this isn't being done the proper way.
I consider myself very politically conservative. I thought it sounded great. I mean, you break the law, by golly. And then when you actually, for me, you start, wait a minute. This year, what we've noticed is a lot of people who have been in our community for a number of years have been arrested and detained by ICE. We're talking people that have been here sometimes 10, 12, even more years. So it's impacting the fisheries, the cannery workers, the cranberry bogs.
So I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do.
Those are all very much heavily dependent upon migrant workers. But even more so than that, I think people have just been emotionally in turmoil because they've seen people that they've known for years, friends, acquaintances, neighbors, people that have gone to church with, those kind of things. Kids are in school together, are just gone.
We've lost about 25 students. We're a district of just a little over 1,000 kids, so for a district our size, it's significant. You know, that's a whole classroom full of kids, basically. Parents are afraid to send their kids to school. They're afraid that, you know, maybe something's going to happen to them while their child is at school, and how's that child going to be taken care of? It added this sense of fear. And so it becomes an emotional, kind of an emotional roller coaster for the kids.
There was just this gigantic herd of people before we left. And I remember just seeing half the people crying.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of people just like crying.
He was just a great athlete. I used to tell him that I was just so excited for him to run in high school with me for track and just watch him just completely crush it.
A couple days before he left, he came over to my house and I remember just hanging out with him and thinking that like I might not see him again.
It's the empty seat where that kid was, and hard to explain to classrooms, not understanding how their country is doing this.
They're taking the easy targets, and we have one incident where a lady was selling some things maybe on Craigslist or on the internet, and they set up a time to meet with her and arrested her. I've been told people are just going to work for the day, and ICE is there waiting for them when they arrive at work. it's frustrating because they have not yet been able to tell us names of people that they're taking away or any details. So sometimes we've had cases where maybe somebody is missing and we don't know if they were taken by ICE or if they're actually a missing person. You know, I have no problem whatsoever in seeing people that are committing crimes deported. Since I've been sheriff in the last 7 years, I think they've only taken people about a half a dozen times from our jail facility.
We've had stories that, you know, people will, you know, kind of disappear and then, you know, actually leave the community and kind of go underground.
So people have even been afraid or scared that they're going to come here and be arrested or
yeah,
other
that's
places.
absolutely right. You literally cannot replace them. We've gone down to Fresno, we've been down to Arizona to see if we could entice other people to come into the area to work, and it's not real successful.
The turning point for me was a guy that I've known for many years who I found out last summer was picked up. And I didn't know he was here illegally, to be honest with you, but I was like, they picked up Mario?
So before going to college, I decided to go first to the post office and pick my mail, and when I get out of my car, I hear a voice telling me my name, and it was very friendly voice, so I turn around, I shake hands. At the same time, they were showing me their plates, and they said, "You know where we are?" And I said, "Well, yes." So we are going to take you. This is going to happen. I wasn't surprised at all because since this new administration started, everyone is going to be detained. But then I knew that they were going to focus only in criminals, and I'm sure I'm not a criminal. I'm not one of those.
I mean, he's somebody that you'd want to have in your country. He's somebody that's adding to, in a very positive way, our community. And you cannot tell me that our community is better off, or that the United States is better off because Mario has been shipped back to Mexico. It's easy to hear sound bites and say, yes, that's great policy. It's different when you're implementing it and you start seeing, now wait a minute, this is actually affecting these people's lives, and I didn't sign up for this. And shame on me for being short-sighted about it. Okay, I mean, fine, but it's not just. It's not just to me.